There's always this question: can the iPad replace your laptop? I understand that the laptop has several advantages over the iPad, such as true file management, multi-window, and wide range of app support. But do most laptop users need all of this? I will argue no, since most of our computing tasks can be performed through our smartphone. So why do we need our laptop? One of the main reasons on getting a laptop is to have a bigger screen to perform our real work, in a more comfortable way. And I would say this iPad Pro will be a much better choice for most users. Let's see why. It has been a month since I got my hands on this iPad Pro, and it's beyond amazing. Everything from its beautiful 11-inch display, 1200 Hz refresh rate, and the incredible thickness. Just look at it. And on top of that, it weighs only 471 grams for the Wi-Fi model. It is night and day when compared to my laptop. Speaking of the exterior, let's talk about its build quality. One of the main reasons of the previous generation iPad Pro is bend gate. And the same story applies to this year's iPad Pro too, as there is no design change to reinforce the structure of the iPad. But after a month of using it, my iPad Pro is still in a perfect condition. So just make sure to give your iPad a strong case when you put it inside your bag. This is an expensive investment for most people, so handle it with care. Next, let's talk about the display. The display is the main highlight on all iPad, and it is further emphasis on this iPad Pro. It is all about the screen. This iPad Pro has a liquid retina display, 1200 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness at 600 nits. Technical spec aside, all of this will translate into an incredible user experience that you will never find on any other device. Swiping through home screen and scrolling website will never be the same, and this is a joy to use it. There is an old saying, once you go 120 Hz, you never go back. But seriously, the difference is night and day. And by now, you surely noticed that I did install a screen protector for this iPad. It is all due to the nightmare of dropping my iPhone X and resulting on this crack. I was once a believer of not putting a screen protector, so that I could fully appreciate the beauty of the screen. But after putting a screen protector, a week after I got my hands on the iPad Pro, due to the delay of the shipment, I am happy to report that there is no noticeable difference using with or without the screen protector. Here is a little test using the Apple Pencil tool. As you can see with the test, there is no difference in response time in my writing, and I do not notice any difference in the feeling of writing on the screen protector compared to the iPad glass. So, a peace of mind without any noticeable sacrifice is a big win for me. Now, let's talk about the processor. One of the main reasons for me on getting an iPad Pro is to have a larger screen and a better processing power for my video editing using LumaFusion. You can check out my small review right up there. And so I've been using the iPhone as my video editing machine for the past few months. The larger 11-inch screen is an obvious advantage over my small 5.7-inch iPhone X. But how about the performance? A11 versus A12Z. The number in Geekbench 5 shows that the A12Z is almost 2 times faster than the A11. But the A11 chip on my iPhone X already does 4K pretty well. Can you imagine how fast LumaFusion will run on the iPad Pro? Stupidly fast. Bundled with an increase in RAM from 4 to 6, the A12Z is blazingly fast. But the A12Z is just a fancy rename of its previous A12X with an extra GPU core enabled. It translates around 5% faster than the previous generation iPad Pro. So if you're looking for an upgrade because of the performance, I would strongly suggest no if you own the previous generation. But anything below that, the upgrade is definitely worth it. But with all this processing power, a 1200 Hz display, there is just no way that this iPad can last a full day with this kind of performance. Right? Actually yes, this iPad can last for 12 hours for my medium to heavy use. From video editing, web browsing, watching some YouTube video, and even playing some games. I start off my day at 9 AM, and I still have 5% battery by the end of the day around 9 PM. And this has definitely proven Apple claim about its all-day 10-hour battery life. All of this depends on your usage. It can last 2 days if all you do is light browsing and some media consumption. iPad battery life is known to be long-lasting, and this holds true for this latest iPad Pro. But if you find your iPad out of battery in the middle of the day, the included 18W USB charger will juice up the iPad from 0 to 22% in half an hour, or 0 to 100 in around 3 hours. It is not too bad, considering a 60W MacBook Pro charger will charge up my dead iPad Pro to 100% in 2.5 hours, just shy of 30 minutes. Overall, the battery performance of this iPad Pro is an A+ in my book. Let's switch our focus from the internal spec to the main upgrade of this iPad Pro, the camera. This iPad Pro is equipped with a second ultra-wide lens for all your super wide shot needs. And this huge viewfinder make it even more impressive to look at it. Finally, not to forget the star of the show, the LiDAR scanner. First on Apple Night Out, I make a video showing off what the LiDAR scanner is capable of. Right up there. Check it out. But in short, the LiDAR scanner is impressive on what it's capable of doing. But it is definitely not the reason to buy this year 2020 iPad Pro. Looking at the quality of the camera, it is average at best when compared to the iPhone X or Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. But for the occasion of scanning document, it is quite handy to have. But the camera bump, I don't know what to say, and I don't want to beat the dead horse all over again. A case will definitely solve this problem. Next. And that's all about the physical hardware of the iPad Pro. Everything is top notch, and it's beautifully crafted. But that's not what makes the iPad an iPad. It's all about the apps, and the App Store did just that. There are a wide range of app selection in the App Store, from drawing, photo editing, note-taking, to high-quality games that take advantage of this large and beautiful screen to unleash their potential, and possibly your potential too. Apps such as Procreate present a huge canvas in front of you and let your creativity fly. You may even uncover your hidden potential of being a great artist. Who knows? I will leave a link below for my 5 app recommendation for your iPad Pro. Check it out. And paired with your iPad OS 13, it transforms the iPad from a big iPod Touch to a real laptop replacement for most users. Hear me out. The iPad has been long argued by many. Is it able to replace one laptop due to its large screen and price that's almost matched with a well-equipped laptop? I would say with this iPad Pro and iPad OS 13, can and will replace most user laptop. Let's list out the things that most users do with the laptop, such as web browsing, media consumption, like photo and video editing, playing some games, Word or Excel processing, and note-taking. I might miss some of it, but the point is, all of this can be done on the iPad in a more fun and comfortable way. And with iPad OS 13 improved split screen, we can view document or web page side by side. And if you fall in this category of casual user, I can guarantee you won't open your laptop anytime soon. Of course, if you're using your laptop for some serious photo or video editing, the iPad will replace your laptop. Yeah. But for most users, I can definitely see the iPad will replace their laptop. And that's all about this iPad Pro. It is a gorgeous piece of hardware, everything from its screen to the all-powerful A12Z chip, quad speaker, Wi-Fi 6, and the USB-C port. But it might not suited for most people due to its high price tag, and that's where the iPad Air comes in. You can get 80% of what I mentioned just now for around half the price with the iPad Air. And with Apple great software update, it can definitely last you up to 5 years. Some may argue that the iPad Air is 90% of the iPad Pro. But the design of this new iPad Pro is just gorgeous. So, sorry, no comparison. 80% of this iPad Pro. And that's it. That's my full review of this year 2020 iPad Pro. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching. Ciao!